I was only 7 when the 2005 King Kong came out, and that massive Kong image that I saw on the posters, lobby displays, and magazine covers shook me a little bit. In fact, to this day, whenever I see a picture of that Kong, it still gets me a little. Ah! A dozen years later, Kong is back. However, Kong Skull Island is a revamping, not a remake of any of the previous versions. And happily for me at least, this Kong has a softer look. Leaner, and maybe not meaner. Ah! It's 1973, the Vietnam War is ending, and 2 representatives from a largely secret government division called Monarch are granted permission to head to a mysterious island in the Pacific to investigate strange happenings. They get a military escort led by Colonel Packard, played by Samuel L. Jackson, who's excited to have one more mission before having to return home. Some scientists, a photojournalist, and an ace tracker join the expedition. Very quickly into their visit, Kong joins them as well. Those who survive Kong's initial attack must figure out how to get off the island and how or if they should kill the incredible monster. While Kong Skull Island is star-studded, it's a mixed bag when it comes to performances. Tom Hiddleston as Air Captain James and Brie Larson as the camera handy Mason are 2 soft-spoken and far from compelling leads. Jackson brings his usual dose of high energy and colorful vocabulary as the military leader obsessed with winning, but his shtick is getting old. John Goodman as the head of the expedition goes through the motions. There is a standout in the cast, besides the Big Ape, who's tremendous, and that's John C. Reilly, who plays Hank, a World War II pilot who's been living on the island since being shot down 28 years ago. He's without a doubt the most interesting and likable character of the bunch. Aside from Reilly and the Kong fighting sequences, which are epic in scale and incredibly impressive to watch, everything else about Skull Island feels way too ordinary. The script is flat and unimaginative, missing any creative spark that's key in modern-day big-budget action movies. Just because it's set in the 70s doesn't mean the narrative has to seem 40 years old. Director Jordan Vogt Roberts constantly uses slow motion, random blasts of color in the scenery, and stylized editing, but none of it works here. We do get to meet more creatures than the mighty Kong, but their only purpose is to be obstacles for the humans and time fillers for the audience before the inevitable final showdown. Well, of this installment at least. Skull Island sets the stage for Godzilla vs. Kong in 3 years, which will follow Godzilla 2 in 2019. Warner Brothers is trying to build a blockbuster classic movie monsters franchise. Kong is clearly up for the task, but Skull Island proves that most of the humans behind the scenes and in front of the camera are not. On the official LCJ report card, Kong Skull Island gets a C. I'm Lights Camera Jackson. Go to lights-camera-jackson.com for the latest movie news and movie reviews, and follow me on Twitter at LCJ Reviews. Ah!